Welcome to the channel English Grammar and Composition. I am Dr. B K Jha. Today we shall discuss about events, tries and O-level textbook of Class 12. This book is written by Norman Colin Dexter, who was born on 29 September 1930 and died on 21st March 2017. Was an English crime writer known for his Inspector Morse series of novels, which were written between 1975 and 1999 and were adapted as a TV series. Introduction to the lesson. The story Evans tries an O-level is about a cunning prisoner, Evans, who makes a plan to escape from the prison on the day of his German language O-level exam. The jail authorities, on the other hand, are ready to cover up any sort of risk. Will he be able to succeed in his escape? Summary. The story starts with a telephonic conversation between the governor and the examination board secretary. The prison authorities want to conduct an O-level exam in the German language for a prisoner named Evans. The secretary asks about the venue of the exam and also about the invigilator for it. The governor replies that the exam can be conducted in Evans' cell and a churchman will be appointed as the invigilator for the exam. They both then end their conversation by deciding on how and when the exam will be conducted. A senior prison officer, Jackson, visits Ivan's cell to conduct an inspection so that any weapon may be hidden. They are going through this checking because Evans had successfully escaped from prison earlier also. The episode gave him the name of Evans the Wreck. The governor was not ready to take any risk with this as it could bring a bad name to him. Jackson and Stephens checked the cell thoroughly. They had taken away his nail scissors earlier and Jackson ordered Stephens to take away his razor blade as soon as he had shaved. Jackson ordered Evans to take off his hat but left it because Evans requested him not to do so as it was his lucky hat for the exam. All sorts of arrangements were made to keep a check on Evans. Even a microphone was placed in his cell. On the day of the exam, Mac Leary, the churchman, reached the prison and was assisted to the cell by Stephens. The governor was informed that the exam was about to begin and that the cell did not have any weapons. The governor ordered the officer to check the churchman so that Evans may not use any belongings of McLeary as a weapon. The churchman and his belongings were searched. The paper knife was also removed so that Evans might not use it to injure the churchman in order to escape. During the search, Jackson found one abnormal thing in the churchman's bag. It was a semi-filled tube. When asked the reason for keeping it, McLeary said that he had to use it as he suffered from piles. The exams began, and everything being spoken in the cell was constantly heard by the governor. Meanwhile, a phone call from the examination board for some correction in the question paper made the governor suspicious. He cross-checked it by dialing the number again, which turned out to be busy. Then again there was a phone call from the magistrate demanding for police officers and a van. Such things were suspicious to the governor, but he calmed down as he was sure of his elements. Stephen stood outside the cell and peeped inside after every minute. It was always the same, but later on he noticed that Evans had put a blanket around himself. Though he doubted it at first, but then stopped thinking much as it was cold inside the cell. Later on, the exam was conducted, and as the governor ordered on the phone, Stephens accompanied McLeary to the gate. Everything went as planned, and Stephens was happy. To be sure of himself, he once again went to the cell for a final look. He was shocked to see McLeary lying in a pool of blood. Soon the news spread that Evans had injured the invigilator and had escaped from the jail by impersonating him. McLeary, who was badly injured, was taken to the governor as he had some important information. McLeary told the governor that the photocopy being placed on the question paper, which shared the escape plan with Evans. The governor tried to decode the German language and found out that Evans would reach Newbury after his jailbreak. Soon Superintendent Carter was called and McLeary was sent with him to catch Evans. Both Jackson and Stephens were scolded for being unaware about Evans having a false beard and the churchman's belongings in his safe. He then ordered both of them to go to St. Aldred's police station and meet Chief Inspector Bell. Meanwhile, Carter called him up to inform that they had missed Evans while chasing him and that McLeary was sent to Redcliffe Hospital. The governor called up the hospital and came to know that they had sent an ambulance to the examination board, but the churchman had already disappeared. He understood the whole plan that McLeary, who was helping them to search Evans, was in fact Evans himself. Soon the real McLeary was also found by the police, who was tied up at his house. On the other hand, Evans had reached Hotel Golden Lion and was enjoying his freedom. When he reached the hotel room, he found the governor in his room. He told Evans that he had all of his men around, so there was no chance for him for escape again. The governor asked him about his plan, and Evans told every bit of it to him. Finally, the prison van was called to take Evans to the prison. The governor felt proud of catching him again. As soon as the van started, the prison officer unlocked Evans' handcuffs and asked the driver to drive fast so that the police could not catch them again. Finally, Evans once again managed to escape from the clutches of the police with the help of his friends. Thank you.